Hi, in this lecture we'll see what is joins in Spark SQL. What is join? How to perform joins in Spark SQL. In previous lecture we have seen how to read data from a database. So in that way we have loaded employee schema. Okay. Then for this demo I will load one more data set, one more table. Okay, from Oracle. Same way. Just I will change a department table. Okay, dept dot print schema. So in Spark SQL, there are two approaches. One method is a SQL method. Another way is a data from API method. In two ways, we can perform all the operations in a Spark SQL. How to first we'll see SQL way. How to perform operations using SQL way. SQL approach. To perform SQL kind of operations, we need table, right? So data frame also we can convert as a table using a create or replace temp view API. How to do that? We'll see. emp val table df equal to emp dot create or replace temp view emp table emp temp. Okay, it is just like a view in a SQL, and it will store in a memory. If it is a small table, small data set, data frame, then only we have to go for create or replace temp view. Okay, it will it will be available in memory only. Now once this table is ready, we can perform using read data. Read columns equal to Spark. We have API Spark SQL. Here I'm just giving SQL query. Whatever query you want, you can write here. Suppose select star from you can write, or select department number, e-name, salary from emp. That way also you can write. Okay, dot show. Just execute this. We'll see output. It is executed successfully. So department number in query, what columns I have given? Department number, e-name, salary. So these three columns came. So this is any kind of operations. It is same as SQL query. Whatever complex query you just kept in between Spark SQL. Okay. This is the SQL approach. Second one is the data frame API approach. Data frame API, it is a in the projects we will use data frame API method only. So what is the disadvantage in SQL approach is you will miss if you use if you copy paste some SQL query here. you will miss a lot of optimization techniques from of a Spark, like persist, broadcasting, all these things you will miss. How you will apply in complex query? If it is a individual data sets, where if it is a line by line, say data driven code like transformations, then you easily apply first step, persist, next step, one more operation like that. So in projects, we will prefer only data frame API. How to do data frame API? So first we'll see joins, how to do joins in using data frame API. Joins. So I have employee table, department table. I need a output like this. Okay. Dep employee number, employee name, department name, department number, salary. Okay. Employee number, E name, department number, salary available in a employee table. But D name, it is from department table. So we have to join. The requirement is to join. Why we need joins? Suppose one data in a one database, if we have 10 tables, if we want to generate report by taking two columns from each table, in such scenario, how it is possible without joins? Okay. So using joins, we can compare common columns, we can join and fetch the report. Otherwise, based on logical condition, we can compare each table and we pull the data. So in data frame API, how to do joins is, one minute, val join df join df equal to first data frame. What is that first data frame? EMP, right? EMP dot join dpt. Okay, comma. So if you know common column, right? So in both the tables, common column is department number. Then sequence of department number. Okay, which type of join you want to? There are many types of joins, right? Inner join, left outer, right outer, full outer, right? So I want to give inner. I want to do inner join. So all the so based on that, it will join the data. Based on column condition, it will join the data. And after performing join, we'll see how data will be. Looks like join df dot show of show will do first. We comment all these things. So successfully completed all the columns, all based on department number, it is joined. Okay. Okay. So D name also it came. So everything we have, department number, D name, all this we have. Now, if you want to our requirement is to fetch only employee number, E name, D name, department number, like that. So if you want to filter that directly, we can give select here. Select double quotes column names employee number, E name, D name, department number, and salary. Dot show. See here, only required columns only it is fetching. So how many records totally? 14 records, right? 14 records. Because in equijoin, what it will do, inner join equal to equijoin. So based on condition, matching records from the both the tables, it will pull. So here 30, 10, so 20, 30, 10. Three departments are there. Total three it came. So 40 department is there in department table. Why it is not fetching? It is not for 40. There is no data in employee table. So this is a inner join. Suppose, for example, if we want to filter data, if you want to filter data from join df, if you compare SQL, if you want to where class, if you want to fetch only 10th department data, then join df dot filter call of which column you want to compare. Mm, department number equal to, okay, 10 dot. So if you do this now, only department number 10 data will come. So this is for example for inner join. In similar way, if you change just join type, then it will you can, if it is a left outer, just you can give left outer, like that. You can change simply join type. See here, 10th department data only came. So this is a filter. We have seen many keywords, right? Join, show, okay, filter. This is all these sparse equal transformations. And one more thing, if I want to see uh, left outer join, if you want to implement left outer, left hyphen underscore outer, okay. If you want to implement what is left outer, left side matching records. Left side, what is left side? This one is the left side. Employee, from employee table all the records, okay. right side matching, right side matching. So only right side matching how many? Only 10, 20, 30. So 14 records will come. Right outer join is right underscore outer. Right outer join, okay. Right side all the records, left side matching records. So 40 also will come. We'll see. See here. See right out, right, right outer join. Right side full data. Right side which is right side department full data. See 40 came, 20 and 30, 10. Total 4 departments came, and left side only matching. Left side 40 department is not there employee table. So null came. So this is the route outer join. One more full outer. This is also same syntax. Instead of right full, in full outer join from both the side of matching non-matching records will come. And one more thing, this is all about joins. One important thing is if it is a common column in both the sides, department number is, if it is a, if you know in both the data sets same column available, then you can mention sequence department number. Suppose in employee table department number, in department table some other department ID. If column names are different in both data sets, then how to join? So sequence of department number it will not work. That time we have to mention clearly. So df2 something emp dot join, okay, dept comma employee employee of employee data from my department number dpt number, okay, equal to dept of department number, okay, join type inner, then filter call of department number equal to 10 dot show. This is the way. Here, if there is no common column, employee data frame of column name equal to department data frame of column name, comma, what is the join condition here? What type of join? That's it. Something error came. What is this error? logical plan cannot resolve. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. So department number two times will be there. That's why it is not considering this one, this condition. We'll see. Yes, it is completed. See here. So in this way, if we have separate, if you want to join two different columns from data sets, we have we have to follow in this join type. Okay, this is all about joins in data frames and other operations like select, filter. In next videos, we will cover some other data frame operations.